What's good, peeps? Thanks as always for passing by the channel. Much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. All right, so Joyce is looking for an opponent. He's obviously coming off that win against Ustinov on the weekend, and he's scheduled to be on the undercard of Nathan Gorman versus Daniel Dubois. His manager has tweeted out a list of possible names. He also tweeted out a list of guys that have somehow or supposedly rejected the fight as well. Those names were Povetkin, Parker, Chisora, and Caballero. Look, let's be honest, they've not rejected it because they're scared of Joyce. They've rejected it because they weren't offered enough money. That's what really has happened. Frank can't offer enough money, I don't think, to get any of those guys in the ring as a voluntary. I was shocked a bit about Caballero. We were led to believe that Joyce was a mandatory for Caballero's European title shot. So I don't know why they can't get it on. But those are the guys that have rejected the fight, right? Now, the list of guys that I'm guessing have accepted the fight, right? They've seen the money, they're happy with the money. Bryant Jennings, who else did he say? Eric Molina and Chris Arreola. I don't know where this Chris Arreola resurgence has come from. I mean, I thought Chris Arreola was done. I thought he was done like 2 or 3 years ago when he lost to Bryant Jennings. He fought on a card recently and won, and now all of a sudden his name's back in the mix. He's out of the mix for this one though, because it was just announced about 2 hours ago that Chris Arreola will fight Adam Kalnacki, right? It was rumored to be Helenius versus Kalnacki, but it will be Arreola Kalnacki, just because I guess Arreola's got that pull. And I think maybe his fight done good numbers last time on PBC. So it's Arreola versus Kalnacki, not Helenius. So I think Helenius should be chucked into this mix. But let's look at the other two. So Eric Molina was a name that was dropped as well. Eric Molina's done. He's done, right? I mean, he's been knocked out by Brazil. He's been knocked out by Wilder. He's been knocked out by Joshua. I don't even think he's a gatekeeper. I don't even know how old he is, but I'm guessing he must be touching 40. He is coming off a win. And I guess he has that name value because, again, he's fought Brazil, Wilder, and Joshua. But not for me. I don't like that one. Helenius, again, this is me just chucking Helenius' name in there because he was rumoured to fight Kalnacki, so he's available. He is coming off a win. He beat Erkan Tepe recently. I think he knocked him out in the 8th round. Obviously, people should know Erkan Tepe as a guy that beat David Price, then popped for a PED. So that's a good win against Tepe. He didn't look too bad against Dillian Whyte 2 years ago over here. He caused Whyte some problems. He's big, he's strong. Again, though, he's getting on in age. I like the Bryant Jennings one. I have to admit, that's my, of all those names, especially the guys obviously that have accepted the fight, Bryant Jennings is the one I like. Yes, he's coming off a loss against Oscar Rivas, but I think Oscar Rivas is a good fighter. I think he's going to cause Dillian Whyte a lot of problems. And that was a knockout in the 12th round. It was a war, and he got stopped. He just got stopped, right? Who's he lost to? He's lost to Rivas, Luis Ortiz, and Klitschko. Ain't that bad. A lot of people on Twitter favoured this one as well. Of all the names that were available, a lot of people said, you know what, Bryant Jennings. So I think people still respect Bryant Jennings as a fighter. I think we've seen the videos of him and Chisora going to war in sparring. So I like it. Fingers crossed they can make it happen. For him to drop those names, I'm guessing, again, that those people have accepted the offers and the terms and conditions. So I can't see why it can't happen. If Joyce were to fight Bryant Jennings and win, I think it'll be his best name on the resume by far. I mean, people might quote Bryant Jennings, former world champion, but come on, Staverne's done. Ustinov's done. Whereas I think Bryant Jennings is very, very much still serviceable. What do you guys think of all the names? Bryant Jennings your favourite as well? Let me know. If not, who? For me, it would be Bryant Jennings, Helenius, and I'd rather fight nobody. Like, literally don't fight if it's going to be Molina. That would be my choice. Peace.